Good, take a break. Get some water if you need.
No, yeah, you're good.
His pass complete to Ila.
Does this normally happen?
Good on the tackle.
Ready, one looks good.
Also, the clock, I don't know if you know, but the clock is broken on the stream, so that's why I'm mentioning the time allotted.
Ready, camera.
Oh, it's M. Ross, that's like Mr. Ross, and also Matt Ross. It's like double M.
Taking four.
Looks like the ball came out, and the De La Salle Spartans recover it.
Wow, a crazy play there by the De La Salle defense. Blindside Drew Cumby, he did not see the hit coming, fumbles the ball. De La Salle defensive linemen recover it and take it in for a touchdown. Lancers really are dumbfounded on what happened on that play.
See a common trend here from last week as well, as the Spartans had 2 fumble recoveries last week against Sarah.
Yeah, it was an empty backfield there, and the Spartans just brought an extra man. No one to block him. Comey just got taken down, and it was unfortunate that he just lost the ball with that. Right when the Lancers defense got their stop, held the Spartans to 0 points on that last drive. Offense just gave up the touchdown of their own.
Looks like they'll go for 2 here. Jefferson on the outside will try to push his way in, and they say he's short, and the 2-point conversion is no good, similar to what happened last week against Sarah.
One of the few times that these De La Salle running backs have actually not gained those extra yards after contact. Brought down immediately just before that end zone to get those 2 points for De La Salle. It's going to be a 3-score game, 9-0 in De La Salle's favor. Lancers are still shut out in this game.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are back up and running. 2 minutes have gone by in the second quarter. Brings up 6 minutes. We have 6 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Rage Cage here is filled up. Recently, the St. Francis student section was mentioned in Mercury News, actually, as being mentioned as one of the most rowdiest student sections in the Bay Area. It was also mentioned in a 49er Cali Sports video as being one of the rowdiest student sections as well. It's good to see the Rage Cage here supporting the Lancers.
Yes, the Rage Cage definitely needs to get these cheers going, get these Lancers on their feet, because the Lancers need all they can get right now.
Tuilela and Alatini set deep to return. Let's see if they can break off something big to get this Lancers offense up and running.
Looks like a delay here for the kickoff. De La Salle so far 3 touchdowns in this first half. One from Jaden Jefferson, one from Dylan Scott, and another one on defense. This kick looks like it will again bounce back for the 3rd touchback of the night, and the Lancers will start their drive off at the 20.
6 minutes and 35 seconds left in this second half with the Lancers first and 10 on their own 20. Lancers offense really has not been the best this game. Have been successful in having a mix of runs and passes, unlike previous games.
If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to subscribe to Lancer Live Entertainment Network. Never miss a St. Francis home football game throughout the year. You can find it here on Lancer Live Entertainment Network. Andrew Vanzino back out with Carolina, line up to the left of him, 3 receivers to the left. Quick snap there to Carolina. And looks like it will be a gain of around 2 yards.
Yeah, just time and time again, you can see how the front seven for the Spartans has just been choking up the Lancers' run game. There just hasn't been any space to run. Lancers need to find a way to build off of that. It's good that they got 3 yards off of that. 2nd and 7, it's a little easier than 2nd and 10.
Definitely a lot easier. Again, every single running back is fighting for all the yards they can get, as many defensive linemen and linebackers are shooting into the backfield as soon as the ball is handed off.
Here you go, 2nd and 7, under 6 minutes to go. Fake handoff, throw intended for Sean Walsh. Great coverage there, no flag on the play, bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, a lot of contact there, but ultimately it was great coverage from the Spartans defensive back. Franzino just put that ball in the right spot, but the DB just got his hands through Walsh's hands, just popped that ball, just punched it away.
Yes, very impressive throw by Andrew Franzino. Would have been a 30-yard gain if not for that DB making a fantastic play, breaking up that pass.
Here we go, big 3rd down here. The Lancers absolutely need to convert on this, otherwise this game might get out of hand before halftime. Throw out there to Alatini, and he will get stuffed. And it will bring up another 4th down, and the Lancers will bring out their punt team.
Lancers have definitely been struggling on these 3rd down conversions. It's going to be a 4th and 9 with that loss of 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, all the passing plays for the Lancers have just been either deep shots on goal balls or just some kind of underneath throws, some screen passes, some short, some under routes, some drags. They need to find a way to really attack the intermediate middle part of the field, about 5 to 10 yards down, where receivers can just catch the ball and run. That's the way you can get big plays against this Spartans defense.
Pifoletti's punt is caught by Jaden Jefferson, and he'll go out of bounds at around the 45-yard line. Good field position for De La Salle to start. And at this point, if they score here, it might be a question of how much will De La Salle increase this difference by.
De La Salle has definitely been quite impressive on the offensive side, but I feel like their main vocal point of their team, the heart of their team, is their defense. Lancers still at 0 points, not even really been able to get into field goal range. This De La Salle team has been amazing on defense.
Here we go, 1st and 10 here, under 5 minutes to go. Braden Knight, quick throw, intercepted, going around the outside. Inside the 30, great interception. Looks like it was intercepted by Perry, the 6-foot junior.
Leonidas Perry, what a heads-up play by the kid. Jumps, amazing vertical, hands perfectly on the ball, catches the ball with elite precision, takes the ball down, tucks it, runs, goes out wide. It gives the Lancers an extra 20 yards on their new drive.
Yeah, fantastic, great play, just ball hawking that. Knight thought he just had his receiver open over the middle. He just did not see Perry at all. Let's see how the Lancers can try and capitalize off of this. They're inside the Spartans 30. They have to try and get some points here.
2nd interception there from Braden Knight. Hasn't had the greatest of games despite the scoreline. Here we go, the Lancers. Drew Cumby out on the field, land up in ISO. They motion Porter, and they'll give it to Keona Run for around 3 yards there.
Again, these Lancers quarterbacks keep flip-flopping every single drive. Let's see if Drew Cumby and his offense can drive down the field and put some points on the board for these Lancers.
Yeah, you just see how the loss of John Fafita, USC commit, and Case Jacobson, Lehigh University commit, how those losses are really affecting the Lancers in the run game and the pass game. Their running game has not been working at all outside of one about 13-yard run in the first quarter. They just need to find a way to offset the losses of those two really important linemen.
Cumby has thrown a touchdown in a similar field position 2 weeks ago, and he looks like he'll throw it. Catch there by, and it's a good push out of bounds. Looks like the catch was made there by number 40, 3,
Number 42.
number 42, Jacob Salapare. Looks like he also had Sean Walsh on a slant, on a deep slant.
Drew Cumbie really does like his checkdowns. He's thrown many of them. Unfortunate for him, many of them have been dropped. Luckily, that one was caught, and it's going to move the chains for the Lancers, bring up 1st and 10 on the De La Salle 15.
Yeah, it was a great play design there, just building off the run and then having a fullback just empty out into the flat, and he was open, Jacob Salapari, to get that first down.
Here we go. Lancers in the red zone now, first time of the night.
It's going to be a Lancers timeout. Let's see if they can capitalize here, get their first points on the board on this very strong De La Salle offense, and get themselves back into this football game.
Yeah, 3:38 left on the clock right now as the Lancers take their timeout.
If I were the Lancers here, I'd try to run down the clock, not give the De La Salle Spartans any time to score again, and hopefully go back into the locker room, making this a 2-possession game.
That was Jaden Salapare's first catch as a Lancer this season.
You see players like Salapare there playing because many of these Lancers are injured. Players have to step up, make plays, and really help this team in their team.
The De La Salle Spartans look to play next week against Grant High School away at Friday at 7 p.m. They're looking forward to that game. That's going to be a great one. St. Francis did play Grant last year in the playoffs and lost in a heartbreaking fashion. So be interesting to see how that goes. Drew Cumbie jumps back to pass, and he's under pressure, gets thrown down. Looks like it'll be a sack of around 5 yards, bring up 2nd down.
No one open at all on the play. He tried to escape the pocket, just run up there, and no space at all.
Absolutely no time for Drew Cumbie, the quarterback. Immediately, with 3 De La Salle defensive linemen in his face, trying to make a play, but just not possible, taking down for a loss of 5, bringing up 2nd and 15 on this De La Salle 20-yard line.
Here you go. Clock's running. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first half. It's so important here that the Lancers get some points on the board to make it a 2-score game. Looks like Cumbie will line up with an empty backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Quick throw there. Good tackle, but good catch made there by number 20, Riley Barton.
Yes, a really heads-up play by Drew Cumbie on the play. He had 5 offensive linemen blocking for him, but 6 rushes by the De La Salle offense. Had only a second of time and found his receiver open on the out route right away for a gain of about 5, bringing up a 3rd and 10 for the Lancers.
Here we go, big 3rd down here at the Lancers line up at the 15-yard line in the red zone. Drew Cumbie again with an empty backfield. Quick throw to the outside. Intended receiver was Sean Walsh, but looks like that throw was out of bounds, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he was just looking for Sean Walsh there on a one-on-one matchup. The ball just went out of bounds. Walsh didn't have a chance to catch it from the start.
Yeah, he was just not open there. Drew Cumbie staring down Sean Walsh that whole play, only looking at that one receiver, knew where he wanted to throw it, but was not open and did not get that completion.
Looks like the kicking team is out. Lucas Vaughn to kick for the Lancers. He made a field goal last week against McClymonds High School.
Let's see if Vaughn can end the shutout that has been going on so far.
Kick is up, and it is no good, and the Lancers still remain scoreless here at Ron Concalio Stadium.
Wow, unfortunate kick for Lucas Vaughn, the Lancers kicker. 2 field goals in this game, 2 that have both been missed. Looks like he hit that a bit weird, not really on the laces, kind of was wobbling side to side.
If you're just joining us here, the De La Salle Spartans are up 19-0 with touchdowns from both Jaden Jefferson, the 3-star commit to UNC, is also a track star. You also missed Dylan Scott's touchdown, as well as a defensive fumble recovery touchdown, which brings the De La Salle Spartans 3 scores up against the Lancers. And a timeout called there by the De La Salle Spartans with a minute and 55 seconds to go in the first half.
Even though the Lancers had great field position after that great interception by Leonidas Perry, they were not able to capitalize. I was expecting them to make that kick and end this shutout, but the De La Salle special teams and defensive unit has stayed strong, keep the Lancers at 0 points.
Yeah, regarding the Lancers passing game, there's been just no variation at all. We saw it on the last one. The pass attempts have just been short passes or something that has been along the sideline, go balls. We got to find a way to move away from that.
Here we go, Braden Knight here to start the drive for the Spartans here in crunch time. Quick, it was a run to Jones Drew, and he was quickly taken down for a loss. Almost like the defensive line was non-existent at that play. Or the offensive line.
Yeah, the Lancers were just ready for that. It looks like Chase Cahoon just blew that up coming
Quick
off the
throw
right
here.
side.
Big hit after that play. It would be incomplete there. Big hit was by Pifoletti.
They will bring up 3rd and 13 for the De La Salle offense. They are on their own 17-yard line with a minute and 25 seconds left in this half.
Looks like the intended receiver there was number 18, senior Emery Spite. Bring up 3rd and 13. Braden Knight, slow game so far. 2 interceptions, a lot of incompletions. Can he still move the chains here, though? There'll be a run there to Jones Drew, and it will be a gain of around 2. Runs out of bounds, stopping the clock, and looks like the Spartans might either punt here.
Another run by the De La Salle offense. The runs have been really explosive this game, but that one not so much. Lancers able to hold them for a 4th and 13, where it looks like they will be punting to the St. Francis Lancers.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Lancers want right before the end of the half. They're looking to have about a minute and 10 seconds once they start their next drive, and it'll be the perfect chance to put some points on the board, especially since they missed on the last one.
Oh, wow. Looks like the punter was hit there, Urabari. Cody Butler there to return, but he will let this one go roll out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, almost blocked. Punter got hit. No flags, though. It's all good.
Looks like Urabari's limping off the field. Hopefully he's okay. Took a little bit of a stumble.
The De La Salle coaches want to roughen the punter on that play, but the refs will not be giving it to them.
And I think they do have a case for it, too. Looks like he was clearly hit on that play. Lancers need to be careful there next time. That might come back to haunt them. But here we go. A minute to go here for the Lancers. Still scoreless here in this first half. Franzino looking to make something happen here before the end of the half. Lancers really don't want to go in the locker room without having any points on the board. Franzino, quick run here to Canina. Canina pushing through. He'll actually somehow make 5 yards out of that. Good run there.
Yeah, it's really trying to get as many yards as he can. There is 55 seconds left in this first half. The clock is running. The Lancers are taking their time and huddling up.
Looks like the Lancers are going to settle for taking this to halftime. Kind of surprising decision there. Another run play. 40 seconds left, though, but the clock is running. I'm not sure if they'll get anything off before the end of the half. Here we go. 2nd and 5 here. Franzino looking to pass. Looking to take a shot. Sean Walsh. Good coverage there. Broken up.
Franzino hit as he threw and still able to throw a decently accurate ball, but Sean Walsh not able to connect and get that first down.
Dylan Scott being big on both sides of the field, scoring a touchdown and having good coverage there against Sean Walsh to break up that pass.
That incomplete pass will still leave 24 seconds on the clock due to no time coming off. It will be a 3rd and 5 for these Lancers.
St. Francis has been issued a sideline warning.
Camera 1 and 3 are back on.
Looks like a sideline warning was issued for the Lancers.
I'd assume they're just going to hand the ball off and let the 24 seconds run out after this.
Flags before the play.
Seems to be a false start by the Lancers, number 75. Apisai Fefita.
False start.
This will push them back to be 3rd and 10, but not really sure it really matters as this last play should probably take us to the end of the first half. Looks as if seems to be a lot of confusion right now.
Yeah, the line judge from St. Francis's side had to talk to our head referee here. Looks like they've got everything fixed up now.
Yeah, let's get tied up.
I think they give a flag because it's now 3rd and 10 for the Lancers.
Here you go, last play of the half. It'll be a run to Keana Aina, and he'll be tackled for a loss there. And that should take us to the end of the first half. What are some talking points that the Lancers really need to?
I actually think it's a timeout. I think this De La Salle offense wants to get the ball back and see if they can get some points.
Yeah, they used the first of their 3 timeouts with 16 seconds left. Looks like they think they can make something happen with only 16 on the board.
Let's see if they get Jaden Jefferson here on the punt return. Hopefully he can use his speed to try to get a punt return to either give him great field position where they can maybe attempt to kick or even maybe take this to the house.
Yeah, if Jaden Jefferson's back there, I'd assume the Lancers just want to punt this ball out of bounds and not even give him a chance to return it. They don't want to risk it at all, especially with how explosive he's been today.
Yeah, the Lancers absolutely cannot afford to give up any more points.
It's Jefferson and Jones-Drew deep. They're both extremely deadly.
Spartans do have a timeout remaining. Not sure how. Actually, have 2 timeouts remaining. Not sure if they'll be useful. Here you go, Pivoletti to punt. Both Jaden Jefferson and Jones-Drew. High snap. Punt does come off. And it looks like it will bounce. And they might just let this run and take more time off the clock. And there'll be 3 seconds left on the clock, 2 seconds now. And the Spartans will be lined up at the 23-yard line with 2 seconds.
Let's see if we are going to be able to see a 77-yard Hail Mary here, or maybe the Spartans will just run it out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they try to take a shot here.
They definitely have a very aggressive playing style. I feel like most coaches would just let it go out, but knowing this team that wanted to take a timeout, wanted to give their team some time to score, I think they might throw this.
Here you go. Looks like Braden Knight will just hand the ball off. It was a slip there. The ball came out, and it's recovered by the Lancers, but that will be the final play of the first half. So a little lucky there from the Spartans, but that will take us to the end of the first half. De La Salle Spartans up 19-0, and the Lancers will get the ball for the second half. What are some talking points that the Lancers really need to discuss going into this halftime?
I think the big thing for both teams here has been turnovers. We saw the Spartans here so far have had 2 interceptions, and they just fumbled away a ball. Obviously, that had no effect. But it's important to see how each team is able to score and capitalize off the turnovers. We've seen that the Spartans have been able to, they got a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and they've also been able to capitalize on the Lancers interception back in the first quarter. The Lancers, on the other hand, have just not been able to make anything come out of the 2 interceptions that they've gotten so far.
Completely agree there. You really need to capitalize on these mistakes by the other team. Lancers really had 2 good opportunities to capitalize, but still scoreless for this Lancers. They missed their 1 field goal opportunity, letting this De La Salle bully them.
Spartans up 3 touchdowns to none, with touchdowns there from Dylan Scott as well as Jaden Jefferson and a defensive touchdown. Braden Knight, however, has thrown 2 interceptions. It'll be interesting to see how productive he is in the second half. And we will see you in the second half.
To get them going on.
Welcome back to the second half of on Lancer Live Entertainment Network. But first, we'll take you down to the sideline with Jacob Jelly for a halftime recap.
Hello, and welcome down to the sideline. This has been a long half for the Lancers defense, but they've put in great work against one of the nation's premier offenses, putting in some great stoppages through the amazing work from players like Wate Pifoletti. However, the Lancers offense has also shown some pretty great plays through some long passes, but they haven't been given their time to shine, which we may see in this next half. The half has left us with De La at 19 and Lancers at 0. Go Lancers. Back up to you in the press box.
Here we go. Just a minute away from the second half of this non-conference game. The Lancers hoping to not go 0-3. If they do go 0-3, this could be the first time they go 0-3 in their preseason in over 20 years. So it's really important that the Lancers really try to compete and show some sort of success going into the season. Otherwise, this might be a very long season.
Yeah, they had a chance to get 3 points on the board late in the second quarter. Just Lucas Vaughn could not convert that field goal, just narrowly missed it. They definitely had chances to score. And let's see if they can cut this lead down to about 12 here, as they will be getting the ball to start the second half.
I mean, it's definitely possible for the Lancers to come back. They've had chances. They've gotten turnovers, but they just have not been able to capitalize on any of their chances. Maybe it's because these quarterbacks keep flip-flopping per possession. There's no chemistry, but I don't know what's going on. They just cannot capitalize, score, get a field goal, anything.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting to see the variations between Drew Cumby and Andrew Franzino. Two pretty different styles of quarterback. What have you guys noticed about the difference between them two?
Like I was saying earlier, I really think like Drew Cumby is a long shot quarterback, strong arm, and Andrew Franzino is more of the accuracy, short pass, reliable. He's a senior, more knowledge, has been playing football for longer than Drew. But Drew's like the up-and-comer. He wants that spot. He really wants to work for it and thinks he can really earn it.
If you're just tuning in for the second half, the scorers for De La Salle include Jaden Jefferson on a huge 80-yard run to open up the scoring. Then after that, it was a good catch there by Dylan Scott to double the lead. And then a missed extra point there by Urabari, and a missed field goal as well. But still another touchdown by the defense for the Spartans. Made it 19-0 after a failed 2-point conversion. The Lancers did have a chance to put some points on the board with a around 35 to 40-yard field goal by Lucas Vaughn, which was wide right. Now the Lancers will get the ball for the second half, and it'll be interesting to see how they start off the drive. They really need an electric start here. Hopefully build some momentum to keep this game close. Otherwise, this could get out of hand.
Yeah, I feel like this De La Salle offense really has been getting all their positive plays as big plays. You know, sometimes they'll get like a 3 or 4 yard play. They've even lost a lot of yardage by this Lancer front line. But the reason they score on those drives is because of these big plays. They have big runs. They have big throws. They even have big kick returns. It's the big plays that the Lancers don't have that De La Salle does have, which is why there is such a separation in the scoreboard, being 17-0 in De La Salle's favor.
Yeah, we are just about under a minute away from kickoff for the second half.
I think something that the Lancers really need to capitalize on is, despite the Spartans having a passing touchdown, the passing game has not been on point really for the Spartans. Braden Knight has 2 interceptions on the night already. He actually threw an interception on his first throw attempt of the game. Is that really the fault of Braden Knight, or would you say that's just really good defense by the Lancers?
It's fantastic defense from the Lancers. You know, both of those picks were great plays by the defensive backs, Leonidas Perry and Max Haberlack. And, you know, regardless of that touchdown, despite that touchdown, the passing game for the Spartans has just been suffocated by the Lancers defense. That's one of the bright spots for the Lancers here tonight.
Yeah, I feel like those 2 interceptions were just great plays by the defense there. Both times there was a jump. However, on that first interception, I feel like the quarterback should have been able to see that the DB was there and could have jumped it. He should have put a little bit more power, more zip on that throw to get him to get that toe drag catch, but it was an interception in the end.
Urabari here to kick off for the Spartans. Back to return is Loa Tuilela and Naya Alatidi. Urabari, he's 0 for 1 on field goals tonight, as well as 1 for 2 on PAT. This kick rocketed into the back of the end zone, and the Lancers will start at the 20 for a touchback.
Yeah, powerful line drive to the back of the end zone, and it's good to see that Uribari is completely fine, especially after the last punt attempt from the Spartans. He was seen limping off the field. He looks just fine to start the second half.
Yes, another powerful touchback. 4 of his 5 kickoffs have all been touchbacks, giving the Lancers field position at the 20 once again.
Looks like Drew Cumby will start off this drive. The first drive of the third quarter. Lancers line up in ISO. And a quick throw to the outside through the hands of Sean Walsh, and incomplete on the first play.
Definitely a good idea by Drew, but again, I feel like every single time Drew gets the ball, he's looking one way and he throws it that same way. He looked right to Sean Walsh and threw it again to Sean Walsh. Sean Walsh not able to catch it, had a chance, went through his hands, unlucky, second down and 10.
Second down there.
Francis without 3 of their 5 starters in their offensive line. Those guys are all really good. John Fafita, the tackle going to USC, Deion Jackson, and Case Jacobson also.
Here we go. Motion across the field by Max Haberlack.
Dylan Scott shadows.
Fake the handoff. Breaks. Prevents a sack. Tries to throw it across his body, and it is intercepted. What an interception there. Big heads-up play and a great show of athleticism. And the Spartans with a dream start to the second half.
Yeah, really a great play by that defensive back. But I really like to highlight Drew Cumby's ability to evade that first sack. It should have been a sack. Rolls out to his right, does a crossbody throw. Again, he was open, but it's just not enough power, not enough zip. He's able to jump it, lurk it, and get an reception for the Spartans.
That was a fantastic one-handed pick from Bubba Vargas. Absolutely spectacular.
And they run it here and it's a touchdown there. Good second touchdown of the night for Jaden Jefferson, the 3-star commit to UNC Chapel Hill. And this is a nightmare start for the Lancers and a dream start for the Spartans. Second run of the night that has led to a touchdown for Jaden Jefferson.
Yeah, it's just plain and simply, it's horrible. Lancers needed to get some momentum to start the second half. Did the exact opposite. The Spartans are just on all cylinders. They're full go.
Urabari with the PAT attempt. Missed one earlier, but this one is good, and it'll make it 26-0, which is the same score as their win last week against Sarah.
Spartans, again, able to capitalize off the Lancers' mistakes. Lancers not able to capitalize, however, Spartans able. Moral of this game is that you have to capitalize, you have to punish when mistakes happen. That is why the Spartans are up 26-0, shutting out the St. Francis Lancers.
Jaden Jefferson you might have noticed Jaden Jefferson is incredibly fast, and that's also because he is a track star. He has the record for the 100-meter dash in California. He ran a 10.01 second 100 meters. And he's really showing that here tonight. as he gets his second touchdown. And the fourth touchdown for the Spartans as Urabari is here to kick us off. Loa Tuilela and Alatini back to return, but this one will go back for another touchback. How should the Lancers respond here?
They have to find a way to get something going for them. Nothing has been going positive on offense. They just had a few drives ago, they had a sack fumble, which led to a touchdown. They just have to find a way to have the team settle into whichever quarterback is playing. I don't think it helps that they've been, switching between Franzino and Cumby every single drive, but it's something they have to work through.
Andrew Franzino lined up under the center. Handoff there will be a gain of around negative yards.
Yeah, I feel like the moral for the Lancers to get on offense is they either need to string first downs together or get a big play. Their biggest play has been probably a 20-yard run from their running back, but not a single long pass, not a humongous run, and really not even able to string multiple first downs together. Maybe max they've been able to string 2 together, but that's just not going to cut it if you're trying to win a football game against a very good football team like De La Salle.
Clock continues to run. We're 11 minutes. And Franzino will hand it off and goes absolutely nowhere. Stuffed for another loss. And again, nothing going for the Lancers as it brings up third down with no momentum.
Yeah, it's only been a minute, and the Lancers offense has not seemed different at all. Obviously, not having 3 starters in Deion Jackson, John Fafita, and Case Jacobson really hurts, but it's just really disheartening to see how this offense has turned out.
That tackle for loss will bring up a 3rd and 12 for the Lancers on their own 18-yard line.
Looks like the rage cage is a lot less full as it was for the first half.
I agree, very depleted, not very happy fans.
Franzino throw intended for Max Haberlack, but great coverage there. Looks like it was great coverage there by number 18, Emery Spite.
Every single time the Lancers have tried to take a deep shot on those go balls, these Spartans defensive backs have been able to get great pass deflections, able to get their hands on the ball every single time. And it definitely does not help the Lancers at all.
Here we go, Pivoletti for his 4th punt of the night. This punt will go towards the right side, bouncing awkwardly, but it will just pass midway, and good field position to start for the Spartans as they look to increase their lead.
Very good field position for these Spartans. The ball is going to be on their own 47-yard line, hoping to capitalize again and bring this spread even farther. They're up 26-0, shutting out the Spartans with really dominating passion.
Here we go, first down here. Braden Knight with a handoff to Jones-Drew, breaking a tackle, finds a big hole, still going. Max Haberlack will push him out of bounds, but a great run there. Bring up first down and moving the chains. How effective has this Drew Jones and Jaden Jefferson duo been so far this game?
Yeah, Jones, Drew, and Jefferson have just been a fantastic 2-headed beast that the Lancers could not contain at any point this night. Just right now, we thought this play was about to be blown up in the backfield, but no, not at all. Jones, Drew just shook that tackle off and got a first down, got inside the 40.
Jones-Drew again on the run, does have a big hole, goes around the outside, touchdown! First of the night for Jones-Drew, 5th of the night for the Spartans.
Again, a really good run play. Both run plays with explosion, power, precision, and quickness. Everything you need for a good run play. Everything that these Spartans have been doing well, not what these Lancers have been doing well. The Lancers really need to up their power, speed, quickness, really everything to get these big explosion plays.
Looks like it was a flag on the play, so that touchdown will not count. They'll bring it back.
Well, that was a really, really lucky break for the Lancers. It was about to be 33.
Here we go. 1st and 9 now. Quick pass there by Braden Knight to the outside. Dylan Scott takes a big hit, but it looks like that will still move the chains.
That was a great blocking by the De La Salle receivers there, setting the edge and giving their playmaker space to make a move.
Dylan Scott, so far, has been really effective on both sides of the field. The 5'10 junior has had some good coverage as well. Braden Knight, quick handoff this time to Brady Smith, the senior running back. Brady Smith actually did have a touchdown last game against Sarah. Interesting to see him
there.
getting involved.
Only about 3 yards there.
Under 9 minutes to go. Spartans' second drive of the second half. 2nd and 7 here. Brady Smith still lined up on the right side. Quick throw there. Good catch. And it will be a gain of around 8 yards, moving the chains, putting them inside the 15. Catch there by Trishawn Wright, the 3-star.
Yeah, that's a great play call there, just exposing and exploiting the gaps in that zone defense there. Just a little seam route over the middle, and a good 1st down gain there.
Again, Jefferson and Jones-Drew, the duo running back, lined up behind Braden Knight. They'll give it to Jones-Drew, trying to bounce around to the outside. Good tackle made there, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Really well done to bounce out to the outside, get an extra gain of 5 yards, as someone not as quick and explosive as him would have just been tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Second goal and at the 4-yard line. Clock is stopped with 8 minutes to go. Line up in the same formation as the last play. Braden Knight, quick run to Jones-Drew, who will get his touchdown that was taken away from him just a few plays before. First touchdown of the night for Jones-Drew, and it will make it a 32-point difference. Urabari to take the extra point now.
You know, and one of the reasons this Spartans running game is so deadly is because on most plays you never know which back is going to get the ball. We saw how on these previous few plays, both running backs were lined up behind Knight in the backfield, and one play was Jefferson, another was Jones-Drew. And they're both so good, you can't really commit to one of them without just letting your defense have some kind of fault in them.
Everybody's kick is good. 33-0 is the score. 7 minutes and 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Lancers offense to come back on the field.
My question is, at what point do you need to make a change by the Lancers coach? Do they need to change something on offense, change something on defense? Because it simply is just not working right now.
Looks like Drew Cumby will come back on for the Lancers offense. So far, nothing going for the Lancers in this second half. If the result stays like this, they will go 0-3 in their preseason. They suffered a loss against McClymonds last week, and another loss to Cathedral Catholic here at home the week prior. Lancers have given up a lot of points this preseason. Have only scored 21 points, or I see 17 points this year so far, and are being shut out right now as the Spartans are hoping to get their second shutout of the season so far. Have only let up 6 points so far this season, all against Lakeland High School in their win in their first game of the season. Urabari's kick will go to the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Kick goes into the end zone.
Every single kickoff by these Spartans has been a touchback, except for the very first one.
At the 20 for the Lancers.
Lancers again going to start their own 20 on 1st and 10. Let's see who the quarterback is this time. Will it keep flip-flopping, or will they try to stay with one for the first time?
Looks like we will see another flip-flop as Drew Cumby is out on the field. They'll line up an ISO for the first play of this drive. Play action. Looks like it'll be a throw to the outside. Incomplete. Misthrown there. Too far in front of him. Intended receiver there was
Crazy was pass intended for
Salapare.
Yeah, nothing has been going on at all for the Lancers. They have to find a way. They have to get the easy plays, you know, just like this little route to the flat from the fullback, Salapare. They have to find ways to complete that at least. Get as many yards as they can to try and get some points up on the board.
Yeah, I really think with this low energy right now, they're being dominated. It's really the simple things that they must do.
They motion to Porter, and it will be a run to Keana Aina. Stuffed at the line, no gain. Really nothing going for the Lancers in the run game and in the passing game. So they've been pretty much at a standstill this whole half so far.
It'll be a 3rd and 10 for the Lancers. They've had no gain on this drive. Again, they may have to punt like they have done for the past 4 drives in a row, I'm pretty sure.
3rd and 10 coming up. Lancers trying to get some points on the board before heading into their WCAL season. In 2 weeks, they will get a bye week, so hopefully they can fix some of the stuff that we've seen earlier in the game. Cumby, a lot of pressure, and he will go down for a sack. They absolutely crushed him on that one.
Cumby is down, thrown very hard by that defensive tackle. Teammates checking on him. Hope he is okay.
Yeah, that was a violent sack from number 59, Maya Talona, the senior. Just threw Cumby down. He's able to get up, though.
Yeah, he is slow to get up, though, so they'll take a little bit to check on up on him, and he'll bring up 4th down. I'm pretty sure that play kind of sums up how this game has been going so far.
Yeah, there's nothing better than that. Just a violent beatdown so far.
Yeah, the Lancers really have not been given a spark of light in this game to get themselves back in it.
Piffoletti to punt away for the Lancers. Clock's running with around 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. This punt is very low. Takes a good bounce, though. Still moving. Rolls all the way to the 35-yard line and out of bounds. Now the Spartans will take over on offense at the 35-yard line.
At what point do you think the Spartans might put in subs, try not to get their players injured for this important season, or do you think they would just want to keep beating down the Lancers, giving them really no hope?
I'd say they bring in their backups, really get them some experience. We've already seen Brady Smith in already. We saw him against Sarah getting a touchdown. We know he has a lot of talent. Could be useful to utilize him later as he gets the ball there.
Big hit there from Chase Cahoon on Jones, Brady Smith.
Another shake it up Lancer on the play. Number 7, Sean McCoy.
That's definitely something you don't want to see. We really hope he's okay.
Yeah,
hopefully it's just a cramp.
He's extremely explosive off the edge. He's one of the stars on this defensive line. Hopefully it's nothing major.
Looks like they're stretching him out.
Just a cramp.
You're watching Spartans football. It's 33-0. We're in the third quarter on
Still
Daily
on
Salle.
camera 2 right now. Camera 2 hold.
If you're enjoying the broadcast, please make sure to subscribe to Lancer Live Entertainment Network.
Camera 2 has a really good angle.
Never miss a home football game this season.
Ready? 4, take 4, hold 4. Good job. Right, I'm gonna take 2. Coming out, let's follow him off. Alright, coming forward, take it go wide again. Zone 2.
Is that actually
Was it? Did you put that on?
Right, and before we're gonna
They
take
heard
it
that?
forward. Slow, sleep out.
Thanks to all our sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Looks like Sean McCoy is okay as he's been brought to the sideline.
Putting together another
Gonna go check up on him.
shutout now. It's 33-0.
Sorry, yeah, I wanted to go with camera 2, but just said
Here we go, 2nd and 10 here.
still on 4.
5 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Right, hands off.
Hand off there to Jaden,
Carry, right, Jones picks up.
to Jones on the play.
Jones ball carrier.
Another explosive play for these De La Salle running backs, really making the difference for their team.
You know,
I really think that this game could have been very different with these Lancers that are out for them, with their three starting offensive linemen that are out and their many defensive units. What do you guys think?
I agree. John Fafita and Case Jacobson and Deion Jackson, all huge players for the Lancers offensive line. Throw there's incomplete across the center of the field. But yeah, they are really important for their offensive line, and knowing that the De La Salle defensive line is incredibly explosive and really love to attack the quarterback, it's hard to really get anything offensively without those guys. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jamal Johnson Lucas lined up in the back as the running back. Quick throw to the outside. Dylan Scott. Good gain. Let's see if it will move the chains, and it looks like it will.
Next pass complete to Scott.
yeah, obviously the spotlight in this game definitely goes to the running back duo of Jones, Drew, and Jefferson. But
Down by
Take 3.
Dylan Scott has really had a great game today. He got the second touchdown of the day for the Spartans on a deep touchdown on 4th down, and he has just been the wide receiver #1, always been there for Braden Knight whenever they need a conversion.
Braden Knight with a handoff there.
Kate gets hit.
Take camera 2.
Tackle made there.
About 3.
Poppy the ball carrier.
Run there by Judah Pape, the 5'9" junior.
Brought down by Jacobs.
Able to get about 3 on the play, but it does seem like they were putting in some subs slowly but surely. They really do think this game is over, and the Lancers cannot make a comeback, even though there are still 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
Yeah, both teams have really been getting their second strings in.
Looks like the ball is out. To the Lancers ball.
Lancers ball. That's a turnover. That's what you need to capitalize on right here. We need to punish, capitalize, and maybe put their first points of the game on the board to end this shutout.
Ready 2.
Yeah, you know, turnovers have really been the focal point of today's game. We've had about 8 different turnovers today. Interceptions, fumbles, fumble recoveries for touchdowns. It has not been a clean game, but the Spartans have been able to have a 33-point lead.
Again, we will be flip-flopping quarterbacks. Andrew Franzino in after the drive by Drew Cumbie where he threw an interception.
It'll be interesting to see if Drew Cumbie will remain on the field or come back on the field this game after taking that huge hit, taking that huge sack in the last drive. Franzino, handoff to Kaonaina. Gain of around 1. Clock keeps running with under 4 minutes to go.
Definitely not much on that play. Really nowhere to go. Just trying to scrape a few yards, few inches, few feet. But really this De La Salle defense strong, holding solid, keeping a shutout with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in this third quarter.
Franzino with Kaonaina lined up to the right of him. They'll give it to him. Slip there. And great tackle, stuffed at the line. And that will bring up 3rd down after 2 plays with no gain.
Yeah, I just feel like right now the Lancers should really just try and experiment, with their passing attack. The game's pretty much out of reach, down 33. It's the perfect time to just try something new, try and develop some new things and practice it in-game with real game reps.
I completely agree on here. This is where you need to experiment, where you find out how you can possibly win these games next time. With this game completely out of reach, it appears, with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock, down 33-0.
Franzino lined up with an empty backfield, 2 receivers to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Franzino throwing to the right side. Good coverage there. Flag thrown there. Looks like number 33 never really looked back. Clear pass interference there. Coverage there by Zion Cadet.
I love that throw by Andrew Franzino. I was saying that he was not much of a deep ball specialist, but that one, definitely a great deep ball. On the money. Just pass interference by a defense, not able to get the catch, but able to get those yards.
Yeah, number 33, Zion Cadet, didn't even look back to try and make a play on the ball, and that's textbook pass interference. If you're a defensive back, you have to turn your head around, try and put your hand in the balls away. He didn't do any of that.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty. High school, they don't put the ball at the spot of the foul. They just move it 15 yards. So the Lancers will have it in the Spartan territory. Franzino again lines up in the same formation as last time with an empty backfield. He will throw it to the outside. Intended receiver was Alatini, but too far out there.
Franzino's pass intended for Altini. Ball's incomplete.
I do see these Lancers are starting to put some backups in. I see some new faces on the offensive line. Number 60, Vitavea. He's a sophomore, 5'11", 275 pounds. It seems like this may be his first plays for the Lancers this season.
Second and 10 here. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Motion across the field. Franzino will throw to the motion. Bonini with the catch there. Won't be a gain of much, and it'll be third down again.
About a minute and 45 seconds left in this third quarter with the De La Salle offense and defense up 33-0. Another sophomore entering the game, number 17, Zachariah Holloway. In their first home game opener, he had a great reception from Drew Cumby with about a 40-yard game. Let's see if they can replicate this with this other quarterback, Andrew Franzino.
Franzino again with an empty backfield, intended receiver for Sean Walsh, but that throw is completely overthrown, and that will bring up fourth down with nothing going for the Lancers offense.
Again, I think this happens many, many times for these Lancers quarterbacks. They find their receiver, they stare him down, they throw it no matter what right away. They need to scan the field, let their offensive lineman block for them, and find the open receiver, not just who they want to pass to.
Here we go. Looks like they'll go for it here. Franzino stays on the field of 4th and 8 with a minute to go in the third quarter. The receivers line up to the right. Franzino drops back. Quick throw over the top. Overthrown. It'll be a turnover on downs. Intended receiver there was number 14, Sean Walsh, the 6'3" senior.
Nothing in the pass game able to work for the Lancers right now. Andrew Franzino, throw after throw over the head of his receivers again and again. He really needs to perfect this going into this next week and maybe his next possession here with 1 minute and 3 seconds left on the clock in this third quarter.
Here we go. Run here. Good run. Breaking tackles. Very shifty run there by Greg Jones, the senior. moving the chains already.
Ready for
Jones, ball carrier.
Just saying, make sure we stay positive.
Yeah, I heard it.
Brought down by Marcus.
Here we go, run there. Finds a big hole. Greg Jones with another touchdown. 39-0. They are so ripping apart the St. Francis defense.
All of the Spartans running backs are eating tonight. We've had Jaden Jefferson, Jones Drew, and now Greg Jones. It has just been a disaster class on run defense for the Lancers.
Urabari with the extra point. Missed one earlier, but hopefully he makes this one. And it is up, and it is good to make it 40-0. And this is a pretty humiliating scoreline. How do the Lancers respond here?
Like I was saying earlier, we need big plays. They need to put first downs upon first downs upon first downs. That's how you get yourself just somewhat comfortable with this scoreline.
Lancers really don't want to go into their first WCAL game of the season having scored 0 points in their last game, only 10 points in the game prior, and 7 points in the game prior to that one. It's definitely something that is clear that the offense does need work. And hopefully they'll take this next bye weekend to really work on trying to be more creative on offense and really improving that accuracy that's been such an issue today for both quarterbacks, Drew Cumby and Andrew Franzino.
Something I will say is this 40-point lead is really overlooming upon all these players' head, but what they do need to think about is they're here to play. They're here to play football, to get this next play. They don't have to win, but they can stack plays upon plays, get confidence going into their first WCAL game in 2 weeks.
Kick is up and away. This time it will go back again for another touchback. And the Lancers will come out onto the field, and hopefully they can get something positive on this final drive of the third quarter.
More substitutions for both the Lancers and De La Salle, trying to get those younger players more reps in this game. Drew Cumby is back out there at quarterback after that hard hit.
Drew Cumby, toss out to Kiana Aina. Run won't gain much.
Clock will run, and most likely it will bring us to the end of this fourth quarter, with De La Salle up 40-0 against the St. Francis Lancers.
That play should take us to the end of the third quarter. So far, we've had touchdowns from Jaden Jefferson. Deuce Jones-Drew had a touchdown. Greg Jones had a touchdown. 3 separate running backs had a touchdown. Dylan Scott also had a receiving touchdown for around 30 yards. And a defensive touchdown has all stacked up to lead to a 40-0 lead for the Spartans.
What is the problem with the Lancers today? What is their biggest difficulty here?
I think it's definitely trying to stop the run game. You know, they try to load the box a lot, but just their shifty running backs that just, like, the Lancers can't do anything about it. As well as the offense, it's very dull, I would say. Runs getting no more than 2 or 3 yards. Passing plays have been very inaccurate. Penalties, especially in the first half, has really pushed us back. And obviously with the injuries, it doesn't help. The Spartans will be looking to take this win, this momentum that they gained from this win into the next week as they will play Grant High School. the team that beat the Lancers in the playoffs last year. Here we go, Franzino, handoff to Kiana Ina to start off the fourth quarter.
It's actually Drew Cumby at quarterback. Drew Cumby still playing after that hard hit he took in the third quarter. Glad he is out there.
Gain of 2, 3rd and 8 at the 22.
You know, something positive the Lancers can look at is their new jerseys. They just got new Nike jerseys, and St. Francis is turning into a Nike school, so it's great to see those uniforms out here tonight. Cumby with a run there. Cumby to hand off the ball for a run, and stuffed at the line, and nothing again happening for the Lancers. And there's 11 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Bring up fourth down, and the punt team will come on.
I feel like that's really been how the Lancers' run game has been. Nothing to come from, fighting for a few extra yards, but nothing to really get them back in this game, spark the team, just get anything to be happy with going into your next game in 2 weeks. Sure. Punt. Bounces. About at the 50. And it will be marked down at the Lancers 49 De La Salle ball.
Spartans, 10 minutes and 8 seconds away from putting together a second consecutive.
Ball is spotted at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10.
Spartans, 2 wide receivers right, 1 wide receiver left, 2 running backs in the backfield. It's a run to the right, bounces it wide, about a 6 or 7 yard gain on the play.
Can I say that a run was really Cindy? It was a really good.
It's going to be a 5 yard gain. The refs are going to mark it as by this strong Spartans running back core. A lot of offensive linemen, big men on the play, expecting another run. And it will be to the left. Running back, he's getting more space, has more space, makes a stiff arm, keeps going. He is not giving up. That is a great play by this De La Salle running back. Number 24, Jamal Johnson Lucas. He's only a sophomore, 5'10", 185 pounds, but does not play like it. He has heart, and he wants to get those extra runs in for his team. I'm expecting a lot of young players to be out here right now as we are having a quarterback substitution. It appears that number 29, Ray Peliosi, will be at quarterback. Oh, it's a fumble, loose ball. Lancers appear to jump on it. It's going to be Lancers' ball. That has to be a communication error. The quarterback that just subbed in, Ray Pelosi, tried handing the ball off fast, but his running back target was not able to hold on to it cleanly, resulting in a fumble, which the Lancers are able to pounce on, and they now have the ball on their own 14-yard line, 1st and 10, just under 8 minutes left in this game.
1st and 10 at the 9 for the Lancers.
Clock's running under 8 minutes to go as the Lancers will pick up on offense. Currently scoreless.
Quarterback on this drive will be Andrew Franzino. Again, the box is stacked by the Spartans. It'll be a run anyway, up the middle. For the Spartans, the Lancers running back, Moto Keana. Almost no gain on that play, it appears. Another Lancer a little bit shaken up. Number 51, Ricky Gateo. But he will be fine and he's going to play on.
I think one of the biggest things that the Lancers need to improve on, we haven't seen it this much in the second half, but it really ruined the momentum in the first half, is definitely personal fouls.
Give me a throw out wide by Andrew Franzino. Caught by number 16, Aaron Taylor. That's his first catch of this game, getting himself on the score sheet. It's going to bring up a Lancers 3rd and 5 in their own 18, 19, 20-yard line, it appears. Lancers with 2 wide receivers out left, 1 tight end right, a fullback and a running back behind under center. Andrew Franzino, he draws back, he throws. It's a catch, and he's going, and he wants more yards. It's a great catch by the leftmost receiver. Number 16, again, Aaron Taylor, stacking 2 great catches together to bring his total to about 15 yards for his team. It's going to move the chains. Hopefully the Lancers can get a second first down, maybe sparking some confidence.
Good throw there by Andrew Franzino. One of his only completions of the second half. Just under 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Stacked box for both teams. Andrew Franzino under center, hands it off, up the middle. Number 2, Lola Tuvalelu.
Yeah, great. Good to see Loa Tuilela in, getting some carries. I would expect them against Reardon to split carries with him and Keanaina. Well, not split, but at least get Loa Tuilela involved as well. He is a 5'11" senior. I remember seeing him have a few snaps last season, showed some sparks there in the Lancers' 10-4 season last year. Franzino again to Aaron Taylor. Big hit there, but
Aaron Taylor.
well done by Aaron Taylor
With the past 3 pass attempts all being catches for him, bringing his total to about 25 yards of receptions on this only few limited snaps he's been able to play for the Lancers. Andrew Knapp has been completing his passes very well on this drive. Let's see if he can keep it up and get another first down for these Lancers on this 3rd and 3 on their own 37-yard line. Andrew Franzino under center. Gives it a run up the middle again to Lola, number 2 for the Lancers. It will be close. It's going to be a 4th and 1, it appears.
I would say the Lancers just go for it.
I agree here. Nothing to lose, something to gain.
You know, the Lancers really don't want to end this game off thinking that they had nothing going for them, which so far has been the case. They haven't really gotten anywhere close to scoring except for that missed field goal. I think they really have to end it off here on a somewhat of a high note. Going into Reardon in 2 weeks, going against some former teammates that have transferred, like Perryon Williams. Maybe that's one of the players that they're missing a lot. Sneak here, and it's going to be very close to see if they got it.
Referees are pointing for a first down. And that will be a first down for the Lancers on their own 40. And I think they've just stacked 3 first downs together, which is their most of the night.
Looks like that run was made there.
First and 10 at the 40.
Looks like that sneak was made there by Scotty Malloy.
See if the Lancers can keep up this momentum and maybe end this scoreless run they've had this whole game. Around 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this 4th quarter in this game. Andrew Franzino under center. Play action pass, throws it deep. Ooh, It's going to be caught, but are they going to mark it incomplete? They're going to mark it as a first down. They're going to give him the catch. The Spartans are not happy. They do not like that call. They're going to give him the catch, putting the Lancers at the Spartans' 40-yard line. A very underthrown ball by Andrew, but still able to complete the pass according to the refs. Oh, they're changing it to incomplete. They've talked it over, and they're going to put it back to 2nd down and 10.
It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 40.
2nd and 10 here, under 2 minutes to go. Looks like this game will wind down, and shortly we will come to the end of the game.
Andrew Franzino able to sling the ball pretty well on this drive. Let's see if he can keep it going on the 2nd and 10.
Less than a minute.
Andrew Franzino under center. It's going to be a pitch left with nowhere to go for the Lancers. Number 2 with a -3 yard loss on that play. Not very good, not what they wanted, resulting in a 3rd and 13 for the Lancers. Really the moral of the story, not being able to get anything done on this on these runs for them. And I think that will be the end of the game with the De La Salle Spartans winning 40 to the Lancers 0.
Touchdowns there by Jaden Jefferson, Juice Jones-Drew, Dylan Scott, and a defensive touchdown, as well as Greg Jones, have all led to a Spartans 42-0 victory in their back-to-back shutout wins as they head into their 4th preseason game coming up next week. What are your thoughts on it, Kim?
Yeah, the Spartans just produced an absolute masterclass in all 3 phases: offense, defense, special teams, scoring on defense as well. And, this game just proved to us that the Spartans are still the top dog in, Northern California. They're still one of the teams to beat, and they're set to have a really, really good season.
Now we'll go ahead and send you to the sideline for our post-game report.
Hello and welcome back down for the last time to the sideline. It has been a great day of football out here. The De La Salle has come out very strong with a very solid lead throughout the entire match. Unfortunately, the Lancers got killed by the bell when they were making some brilliant progress right at the end of the match. That leaves us with a final score of De La Salle 40 and Lancers 0. Thanks for watching, and back up to you in the press box.
A vital effort by these Lancers, really giving it all as to the final whistle, hoping they can get some momentum going into their next game in 2 weeks against Riordan, starting their WCAL season.
And that will take us to the end of this broadcast. Thank you here for tuning in to Lancer Live Entertainment Network. We will see you in 2 weeks against Riordan High School here at Ron Calcagno Stadium at 7 p.m. Thank you and good night.